Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing, doing a digital roof inspection here out in Ramona. This is a neighborhood in the States we do a lot of work in, but we like to do these roof inspection videos to outline the current condition of the roof and provide any recommended action. This roof is a concrete S-tile roof, as you can see. It's a conventional weight, so it's hard and sturdy. It can be walked on if you properly know how to walk on a roof. And you know, it's the original roof from 1990 with a couple patches that have been done, and then it's the original single layer of the felt underlayment. So when looking at this roof, you know, the tiles themselves last forever. The cracked tiles give way to you know, quicker underlayment deterioration, and we do have a tarp right here in front of this chimney because we have some water staining occurring on the ceiling. So a lot of this, what's happening is concrete's a porous material, water gets underneath, and so you know, the underlayment is the most important part. Actually waterproofs the entire roof. And so what we're seeing happening here is water's getting underneath the tiles, as you can see, all the water staining, and then that nice black felt paper when it was originally installed is now deteriorated and turning into dust in a lot of areas, right? And so we have a lot of this dust paper, this corrosion that's occurring to water, kind of the sediment buildup, and then the paper itself kind of wearing thin. And so, you know, this is right above where the leak's occurring. And then you have right here a big chimney. And nowadays we would install, you know, what's called a cricket. Any chimney bigger than 3 feet, we install a cricket that diverts water off from each side. So in most of this roof, we still have the mortar flashings around the pipes. And then, you know, we have a leak occurring on this big roof plane right here, and the original underlayment from 1990, making this underlayment, you know, 36 years old. And you know, this skylight's in good shape right here, but we have a couple other skylights that are in really bad condition. These copper vents right here are from a water heater where they used to heat water on the rooftop. But we can see a skylight right here that is completely broken and needs to be replaced. This could have happened from probably a golf ball being the location and proximity of the course. We can see this skylight is cracked, and we need to replace this one for this homeowner. Getting over to where this other leak's occurring, and you can see these mortar kind of flashings right here that eventually crack and give way to water coming in. This side of the roof gets the least amount of sun, so it gets the most amount of moss. But we can see that they've tried to chase this leak before with a patch, and they literally just ran underlayment to you know, where they think the leak was occurring, and you can see that the water's still coming in because they didn't cover the whole roof plan. So you can see the newer felt paper right here, and then the older felt paper right here, where you can actually see the underlayment where it's completely deteriorated, and you can actually see directly down to the wood. So this is dust paper right here. This is very, very bad, very worrisome. This needs to be replaced immediately because you can see directly to the plywood. So anytime it leaks, there's going to be damage occurring to the wood. So we need to replace this ASAP for the homeowner right here. This is no good. This is right here on the front of the house where they've tried to do a patch and it did not work. So we're going to measure this out because this roof plane and this roof plane on the top sections are basically the majority of the top section. You know, in a perfect world, we would replace the underlayment on the entire roof. We do need to replace this skylight over here. And there's a couple of chimneys over here that are very sensitive areas as well for water to be trapped. So I'm going to measure out the entire second story, kind of give that as option 1A, and then this roof's at an age where, you know, patches have been done and it's not going to do anything anymore. So the professional recommendation and what needs to be done is at least lift and reset on the top section. So I'm going to kind of give that as option 1A and measure it out and see if we can get it done and help out this homeowner. Thank you so much. Bye.